help you check your answers, if you will look at 5.3 homework, the correct answer to number 1 is 48 degrees. Number 2 is 18 degrees. Number 3 is 73 degrees. Number 4 is 90 degrees. Number 5 is 102 degrees. And number 6 is 60 degrees. Number 7 is 100 degrees. Number 8 is 40 degrees. Number 9 is 74 degrees. Number 10 is 66 degrees. Number 11 is 39 degrees. Number 12 is 104 degrees. Number 13 is 39 degrees. On the next section, we need to review the types of triangles before we go over those answers. Triangles can be classified by angles, if the first type is acute, if all angles are less than 90. They can be right triangles if there is one angle with exactly 90 degrees. They can be obtuse if there is one angle greater than 90 degrees. And the fourth kind is called equiangular. When all angles are equal, or the other word is congruent. If we designate triangles or classify triangles based on their sides, then one kind is isosceles. At least two sides are congruent. You can have scaling where no two sides are congruent. You can have equilateral says all sides are congruent or equal, whichever word you prefer to use. So based on that, if you look at number 14, the angles are all less than 90, so that is an acute triangle. But we have two sides that are congruent, so it is an isosceles. 15, if you'll notice, has one 90-degree angle, so it is a right triangle based on angles. And scaling, because no two sides have the same length. 16 is obtuse because the angle is greater than 90. And it is also isosceles because two sides are congruent. Number 17 asks you to find the value. Number 17, x is 36 degrees. Number 18 is 9 degrees. And number 19 is 45 degrees. Okay, on lesson 5.4, number 1 is 540 degrees. This is the total of the interior angle. Number 2 is 1,440. Number 3 is 2,520. Number 4 is 2,880. Number 5 is 5,040. Number 6 is 5,760. On 7, you begin to find the measure of one interior angle, so that is 108 degrees. Number 8 is 135 degrees. And number 9 is 165 degrees. Number 10, the angles are 30 degrees, 30 degrees, 150, and 150 degrees, because it asks you to find all the angle measures. Number 11 has 90 degrees, 135 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, and 135 degrees. You may have those in a slightly different order. That does not make them incorrect. That just means you did them differently. And if you'll look at number 13, at the picture, you have something that looks like this. And it tells you that the objects in the picture are regular polygons, meaning all sides are equal and all angles are equal. And it asks you to find the total of the angles in that circled region. This is a square, which is a special form of a quadrilateral. Quadrilaterals have four sides, so when you do n minus 2 times 180, so that's 4 minus 2 times 180, which is 2 times 180, which is 360, but you have to divide that by all four angles, then that's equal to 90 degrees. And the same would be true of this square. So we have 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. A triangle has a total of 180 degrees, so there are three congruent angles, so then the angle of the triangle is 60 degrees because it's 180 divided by 3. Then the other shape is a hexagon. So we would do the n minus 2 times 180. So that's 6 minus 2 times 180, which is 4 times 180, which is 720 degrees. But when you divide that by 6, so we can find each individual angle, that would be 120 degrees. So when you add the 4 angles together, you would have a total of 360 degrees. You should be ready to take quiz 5-3 and 5-4 at this time.